Well, here we are at the end of the year, 2025, done and dusted. What an incredible year it's been. And I can't thank you, our customers in the trade that use our services. I really can't thank you enough. And my promise to you is that we're going to keep driving forward in the industry and keeping ahead of repairs, complex issues, and just making shit happen, basically, right? And we found that car owners or vehicle owners or retail are not our core customer. We found that out quite quickly, but they kind of lingered around quite a long time, and we couldn't concentrate on the services and really hone in to our trade customers. So as of when we open up next year, 2026, 7th of January, no more retail car owners will be using our services, only the trade. So that also means no GHD, straight and repairs. We've made it strictly automotive only as well. And so if you're an industrial customer, we've actually helped set up another business called Industrial Electronic, which I'll send the link down below. And then all we will do is automotive electronics. So anyways, festive season, there's our a Christmas tree, if you like, of a control circuit board just flashing away there. We've actually got a whole pile of them downstairs. That looks kind of cool. So that's our Christmas tree there, if you wish. And something I want to talk about is the Mercedes steering lock problems that kind of plague the C204 chassis, the W204 chassis, the C-Class, E-Class. What else is there? The W, yeah, so the also does the S as well. It basically ranges from 2008 to 2015, which is pretty cool. A couple of tricks and tips that I can advise on in removing those from the steering column. But before I talk about that, next year we really want to hone in specialty on ABS control module repairs as well. So we can clear the C123 code on those Audis, which is fantastic. That's an amazing revolution that we're able to come up with. But we want to be able to fully test and release blockages in those hydraulic block assemblies as well. So we're going to send our research and development team into a frenzy on figuring that problem out. We have plenty of R&D stock available to be able to figure out what's truly going on there and come up with a proper repair solution. Speaking of that, we've grown out of the space, right? So with the repairs that we're doing, we're buying in cars, right? So this is I don't know what this is, a BMW 528i 2005 maybe. So we buy in cars, we strip them out to be able to get the whole loom and all the control modules out of, then we scrap the rest of the car. But we're running out of space to do that, so we've got another facility down the road to be able to do our research and development and stripping down and engineer up new solutions. So that's pretty cool. GHDs, we no longer service GHDs. That's part of our drive to be trade only. One rule fits all, essentially. So if you're not in automotive and not in the trade, we're not the service for you. So hair straighteners, we no longer stock any parts for this. This remains true to our statement, a trade only automotive electronics repair facility. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Crane remotes, truck control systems under Industrial Electronic, IER.co.nz. That stands for Industrial Electronic Repairs. So that's really it. It's been a crazy year. I don't really know how to really finish off this this video, apart from saying thank you very much for using our services. Back to the steering lock. Let's zoom in and have a look at this, eh? So the steering lock here, really common to fail. This one here, the customers tried to grease it up and attempt to repair. I don't think they've replaced the motor in this as well. No, they haven't. So you can see all the brush dust and all that sort of crap in there. A couple of failures that these experience. One of them's pretty obvious, and that's the motor, right? The problem with the motors in these is that when they get too bad, they'll actually software lock out. So they'll actually just tell the micro to say, not working anymore. The relay failures as well, and also micro switch failures. So these have a lot of different problems, and they can be all corrected by putting in a emulator. And the emulator, simply what we do is just read the key information, the data from the electronic ignition switch, and then that gets programmed into the ESL, electronic steering lock. A couple of tricks of removing these, eh? So let's have a look at this one here. This one here has got its knob sawn off. Let's zoom in a little bit closer, eh? This one here's got its little knobby sawn off compared to this one here. Right, so this is in its locked position. Right, this one here is in its unlocked position, so you can actually push it in. Right, so how did they get this one out of the car? That is a good question. Actually, I'm not sure how they got this one out of the vehicle, but if we zoom out a little bit more, and let's have a look over here. So this one here's got a little hole drilled in here where you can turn the gear around, and that's pretty cool. This one here also has a hole drill there, so you can get in there with a screwdriver and basically just wind the gear back, which is pretty impressive. Alternatively, you can just get your Dremel and just chop off the nub. It's a little bit brutal. Probably the more elegant solution would be just to drill a little hole in there and just wind the gear back. Pretty cool. And that obviously covers the push button start models, and obviously the physical key models where you put the key into and move it and start the engine. This one here, obviously, same thing, you just pull this out, and it's just got a nut on the end of that you can just remove, and it has the locking retention assembly with a cable. Just undo the cable, and one plug and two plug, just two connectors. Essentially CAN bus and CAN bus and power. That's really all that rode home. So super easy. These motors fail, you can actually just replace the motors, and the repair might only last 6 months, 3 months, whatever. But for a long-term solution, I would recommend just throwing an emulator in there and problem be gone. Anyways, thank you again. See you next year, and next year is going to be epic. A lot more R&D put into processes and figuring out the complicated repairs, which is what we thrive on, and keeping ahead in the industry. Have a good one. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.